All right. Tyranny Allen.
Tyranny Allen.
Mr. Hustle Man. Finally got you on camera, brother.
I'm excited.
What is happening, bro?
It's the #1 podcast on the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Humble beginnings, bro.
Shit, ain't no humble beginnings. He jumped out with 1 million subscribers. Fuck.
Man, what is happening, bro? Everybody knows you as my brother.
For sure.
They don't really know where it all began, bro. Where are you from, dog? Where does it all start?
Originally, I'm from San Francisco.
Yeah.
By way of everywhere else, but San Francisco is my West Coast stomping ground.
Even though everybody think you from the town.
That's cool because I've served many out here.
Nah, you did the work.
Yeah, I put my work in.
You did the work.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So we all know you coming from that 80s, man, 80s, 90s, bro. Can you tell us how San Francisco was around that time?
I mean, in the early 80s, Frisco was real unified.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just like Oakland was, like West Oakland, like, you know what I mean? Like East Oakland was real unified. It was the same vibe. And then the early steps of gentrification, shit changed, you know what I'm saying?
So you saw like the first wave of gentrification.
Oh yeah, the first wave was serious. Like that's when the crack epidemic shut down black families.
Everybody's getting tricked out their spot.
Everybody was getting high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then parents became crackheads, and then the financial situation slipped through the cracks, and then you wake up and then all the furniture gone. And then you gotta move with your grandmother, and then that's it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then
it sounds a little rough, brother.
The whole crack era was dangerous for black folks. But there was middle class black folks catching that, you know what I mean?
Filmore.
Filmore. Yeah. Filmore was 99% us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the pre-pandemic, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know what I mean, as far as us being dissolved. You know what I mean? Dissolved because it happened so fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows somebody who did crack.
Right.
Or crack head. You know what I'm saying? So when it hit home, when it hit my house, shit, it hit my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what, 84?
84. That's crazy, brother. So would you say you use like music to kind of escape from that? You know, like a way to ease your mind up out of that situation?
No, I was only 15 when that hit, right? So I didn't get into music seriously until I was like 19.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But really, music, for me, being an artist, it really taught me like to what I am now as an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? From the likes of Sean Combs, from the likes of, you know what I mean? Just like
basically learning how to market yourself.
Yeah, just like, you know what I mean? All these independents like Master P, we all came up on the same bridge, same timeline, you know what I mean? Like Def Jam, you know what I mean? So I remember the early beginnings of Def Jam. I remember the early beginnings of a lot of people who we think is like superstars now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So coming from the Bay Area, which this was not a major city for implanting hits, should I say. But back in the early 80s, 90s, yeah, we had our fair share of hits. You know what I'm saying? You had Digital Underground, you had Hammer, you had, you know what I'm saying, 357. You had a whole conglomerate of rappers, especially like Bay Area rappers, you know, really just getting national limelight.
Yeah, I saw you post some pictures this morning, you and Shock G. A lot of people don't know that you was part of Digital Underground, bro. How did that happen?
Yeah, they know now with the podcast. I mean, it just happened because I met Shock. I was one of them battle MCs. Me, Saphir, you know what I'm saying? You know, we was all early remnants of Digital Underground, you know what I'm saying? So Digital Underground was a group like Pop. Digital Underground was a group where Shock G, Greg Jacobs, or Money B, but Shock G, let's say, because he was the head. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And if he liked you, he put you on the road.
How they discover you?
Shock G met me at a jazz bar, and I busted like 316s on him. and 2 days later, I was in Ohio on tour.
2 days later.
2 days later.
They say, drop everything and let's go.
Let's go. And then I was a writer. I was writing with him, writing for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one thing led to another, and we lived together in the same crib, and I got introduced to Money B and that whole other. So it was two different sides to Digital Underground. Money B, he had his own side. He had all his folks, and then Shock, he had his people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
how did they discover Tupac the same way they found you?
Probably. Pac was a dancer with the group.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was carrying bags like we all were. I didn't do that. Was
he Money B side or was he Shock side?
Nah, when I mean that, I came through the ranks of Shock G. I didn't come up under Money B, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though Money B was the pivotal, he's the pivotal member of DU. DU was a jump off group. Like, to me, and that's just my opinion, Digital Underground was a group where you got in, you did a single or two, and then you bounced off, like Saphir, like me, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody who you know what I mean? Anybody who came in the round of Digital Underground. From the first female in the group, you know what I'm saying? Mystic. Yeah, Mystic. I put Mystic in the group.
Where's she from?
She from Oakland.
Okay.
Digital Underground was an Oakland group for sure that. And then from there, we met the Loonies when the Loonies first started. You know what I mean? Being in the studio with them when I Got Fired got made, and being in there with like legends of E40 and you know what I'm saying? I remember when Richie Rich was signed to Def Jam. He was the only West Coast Oakland cat signed to Def Jam.
What was y'all response when Pac had signed with Suge?
I mean,
were they telling him not to do it or?
Nah, I mean, Pac was already gone. You know what I mean? He was a vibrant spirit. I caught that tail end, but when I met Pac, it was at the tail end. It was almost like he knew death was coming. You know what I'm saying? Because he'd been in so much shit. You know what I'm saying? Me and Shock saw him at the Mondrian Hotel one time, and it was just like, the cat was pacing like a motherfucker, smoking mad Newport cigarettes.
He was in too deep.
I mean, you know what I mean? When you're dealing with that type of people, you know what I mean? We shot one of the last Digital Underground videos in LA. You know what I mean? And he came to the video shoot on some rah-rah shit. You know, I think they stepped on the car, what's the name? The Looney shit, or one of them. Something that was engaging. You know what I mean? But when you are surrounded by that money and fame and, you know what I mean, and negativity, sometimes that shit just don't match.
Did Pac and MC Hammer join at the same time?
Who?
Didn't they join Death Row at the same time?
I have no idea if Hammer joined Death Row. I don't think that's all the way true. Okay. Because I heard that it was a possibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Hammer, a lot of people don't know Hammer is his own. He's his own master.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Between him and his brother, they was. You know what I mean? They wasn't playing. They wasn't no suckers either. You know what I'm saying? Still ain't no suckers to this day, but
plenty of stories about that.
Oh man, Hammer was just on his own height. You know what I mean?
Y'all ain't never had no run in, huh?
Nah. I mean, no, not really. The music game that I approached was more or less on some backpack shit. I was fucking with Hyro. You know what I'm saying? Casual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Saphir. Marcel. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of loose cannons. You know, this cat named Screwface. He was dope.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of people be like, yo, you wasn't a fan of Mac Mall?
No, you was with the lyricists.
Yeah, I was backpack. It was a big difference. I wasn't no hood shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I think, Oakland has that taste of it because of the circumference of the area. People out here like that shit. That's cool. Man.
They like it, but also Oakland creates, or the Bay Area as a whole, creates some of the best lyricists, even with even with drowning in all the hood shit.
My favorite rapper right now, Ian Kelly.
Yeah.
5 mics, easy. If we gonna go by 5 mics, or how many mics? You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, if you think about it, all the hardest rappers, all the hardest lyricists are from the Bay right now. We're talking about on a international, or not even an international, a national level. You know what I mean? Everybody who's respected by their pen. You know, you got Lil Russell, you got old boy.
I like Lil Russell. I mean, you know who I like better than Lil Russell though?
Who?
The boy that signed Lil Russell. Whatever.
Malachi?
Yeah, Malachi, the jump off.
Okay. All right, shout out to Malachi, man. Two-time guest on the show.
Yeah, for sure that. I thought I like him.
Old boy who did the music video at your club.
Who? Oh, yeah, Simba.
Simba the hardest.
Ooh. Simba just need a hit record. All these niggas just need hit records. Lil Russell need a hit record. All of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we talking about a hit. We ain't talking about just no radio shit. You know what I mean? We talking about
a hit like G-Eazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
You know what I mean?
G-Eazy had a few of them and no one even giving no credit for that.
I mean, you know, that's because of who he is in the industry.
Yeah.
Everybody thought he was playing.
Nah, he been at it.
Yeah, he been at it.
Yeah.
Big up to Dogate. Dogate really put us on there.
Well, with G-Eazy, he was making hits because he kept the same motherfuckers around that was from out here, like Jay Ant and Dogate. You know what I mean? So he had the platform to make these songs that these niggas was always making and turning hit. I mean, I am suing them, bro. They always made hits, though.
And them was like outer Richmond niggas. You know, they really changed the game. You gotta, you know, they don't talk about that. How outer Richmond MCs really shaped the hip hop game in 2020,
2010. So, they were post hyphy. I feel like they was post hyphy. They ran.
There was hell of them. What's the group that went all with the jail? Yeah, all of them.
Yeah,
they changed. But they ain't even from Oakland. It don't even matter where you're from.
They from Puno.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Outer Oakland.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like people don't give outer Richmond credit for what they did for hip hop.
No, they ran the Bay. They ran after hyphy.
Man,
it was all them. They did it.
Shit, Master P was pledged in Richmond. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, they don't get the notoriety because Richmond, or what else was the city outside of Richmond?
I say this, Richmond was not around, they wasn't putting out no hits during hyphy. There was a long time where it was not. But I Am Sue for sure.
I Am Sue. What's the other one name? The one with the green eyes.
Oh, nah, Sage Gemini from
Sage. Yeah, that's Richmond, Vallejo. You know what I mean?
Fairfield been
when he represented.
They've been on though. Like the Federation been put Fairfield on the map. I wouldn't say Sage put them on the map.
Yeah.
You know, Rick Rock put them on the map. They've been on the map.
I like Rick Rock. Yeah. Rick Rock is a good dude.
Yeah.
We're about to do something together. I'm about to put Rick Rock and the Mechanics together on a tour. Hey. And it's going to be a producer's tour. So be ready. A producer's tour.
How's that going to work?
Man, we about to rent the whole, you know what I'm saying, the tour bus and pull up to your city and come to the studio. And if you got fire, it's on. And we coming with 2 hitters. That's just, you know what I mean? We putting the play together now. You know what I mean? So, but Rick Rock, man, great dude. The Mechanics, great. He got the #1 song of the fucking country right now.
Shout out to Rick Rock, bro. He's my favorite producer of all time.
Rick Rock? Yeah, he dope. He's a funny dude. I like his posts, how he be like, he'll segue into whatever is on the video and then segue into a beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So with the music, you know, the music was a cool era in your life, man. How did that turn into what we got right now, man? How did you start your entrepreneur era, bro?
Well, hip hop basically taught me how to be an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? I couldn't even spell entrepreneur back in the early days. So cats did use. You know what I'm saying? But as far as I got off the road and came out swinging in the business sector, you know what I mean? I wanted to be the Russell Simmons. I wanted to be the Master P. But I didn't want to be it in rap. Because I knew I had rhymes. So I was like, okay, I'm 34 now. 32 was really the last time that I stopped doing the music and really got into entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? And then, but you got to think, my idols was rappers who own shit. Russell Simmons, Puff, you know what I'm saying? Cameron, you know what I mean? Like, come on, these was CEOs of the, you know, the Rosses and all these people, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't see that locally, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like 40 had, what is that, Sick With It Records?
Sick With It.
But I never knew nobody on Sick With It Records, you know what I mean? Maybe 1 or 2.
Turf Talk.
Yeah, what happened to Turf Talk?
I don't know. He was actually my favorite, but I ain't gonna lie.
I like Turf Talk. Turf Talk, man, get with us, man. We'll get you on the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, look at what's the other dude that's from East Oakland? I think he on drugs right now. He was smacking back in the day. Back in my day. Oh man, nah. Another dope lyricist. But this cat was Father Dom.
Okay.
Father Dom, you got bud. Go check out Father Dom and you will understand how Oakland hip hop became beautiful. I think Short put out Father Dom at one point.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But like Short people front. Like Fab. Fab is a 5 mic MC. He ain't no hypey.
No,
man, Fab
that's
is
what I'm saying. Like,
sick with
saying like the Bay really be turning out lyricists, but we also like to party.
Fab is a backpack MC.
Yeah, yep.
For real. He can deny it all he want, but
no, I mean that's what the East Coast niggas known for. He keep on going out there and destroying them niggas.
Yeah, you know on that hip hop shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's a
real freestyler though, not no writtens. Like ain't too many niggas like that left.
Nah,
he a real one.
Yeah, but you know, hip hop evolved, and it made us evolve. Look at us.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the culture we live in. You know, being a barber, being an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Filming a podcast, and owning the clothes that we wear. You know what I mean? Like feeding our family. Like, come on, bud, you own a house, I own a house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We mess with realtors. We mess with big shot people. Like people who are changing the game about where Oakland is. A lot of people be like, yo, Oakland is on a downfall, but okay, cool. If you got some bread, buy. And that's entrepreneurship. It's really powering yourself so you can support your family and your community.
I think it's all about your perspective and what angle you look at Oakland is to determine if it's on a downfall or not. You know what I mean? Because hey, bro, being ranked the #1 food city in the country, bro, that's a up. You know what I mean?
I don't even know how we got that, but that's cool.
Because I was talking to someone about this, bro. They were saying, you know, in Oakland we like what we like. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, I'm guilty of that. You know, I'll go to the same 4 or 5 spots, but you know, there could be real food critics out here really exploring the city and finding hidden gems that we would have never visited.
Man,
you know what I mean?
What about that sucker that came to Oakland and just said,
Pussy?
we won't even say his name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want the repercussions of a little square dude come back and try to chop us up.
Pussy,
you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, look, I own restaurants. I'm in the food game, heavy.
Mm-hmm.
3 restaurants in 2 years.
But the longer you've been in the game, the more have you realized more that we have more hidden gems in this city?
Yeah, I think so. You just got to get out there and explore.
You had to, and that's what a lot of people don't be doing.
Nah, because they're scared though.
No, I think we be comfortable with what we like. It's like motherfuckers go to the same bars, same clubs, same restaurants. Meanwhile, people be visiting and being like, "Oh man, I'm having a great time." You be like, "Nigga, where?" You know?
Facts.
Right. Like when
but they tell the narrative of Oakland. They tell not to go to Oakland. Just like look what's gonna happen. I predict this. Look what's gonna happen when the Super Bowl comes. They telling already the professional athletes don't come to Oakland. Already. Well, like it's in the handbook.
It's going to be a replay of the last time because we
didn't do nothing last time.
We
didn't capitalize nothing off that
unless you had a play in the city.
Man, unless you had the Wells Fargo building in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But we'll see because the All-Star game already came and niggas did make their money off the All-Star game. You made some money off the All-Star game.
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't enough.
I'm just saying. A
little 400,000. We should have made 4 million.
Check it out though. The ball got rolling though. So there's another big event coming. Niggas gonna be ready already. You know, there's been
people going to the city. Like the real dudes is really going to the city.
We'll see though.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll see. Like, bro, a lot of the shit. You know what it was, bro? A lot of people was coming out here and exploring and investigating proper ways to throw events here. There ain't nobody know. Everybody forgot the Henry J. Kaiser even existed.
That's popping now.
It's popping now, right?
But then you got the likes of like Lil D, one of the biggest road out here. He going to the city. And then you got what's his name? No, but he just bought a club in the city. They from Oakland.
Yeah, but then they revamped the goddamn Oakland Museum and you know that little that little spot behind Open
Chef
Museum,
Michelle spot.
they got that shit going. I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
right.
people are just unlocking the maps, bro. And when Super Bowl comes, they're gonna be like, okay,